Alright guys, it's Julian here. Today I'm going to be giving you the number one reason why your music is not on the level you want it to be at, or why it's not getting signed. I'm looking fly, I got my leather jacket on, and I'm going to be telling you guys how this all works, and the thing that I had to learn to take my tracks to the next level. Now, before the start, number one way to take your tracks to the next level and to make your best music you've ever made and stop getting stuck is to click the link right in the top of the description right now for electronicsamples.com. This is my new website. It's got all my samples on there as well as some that aren't on YouTube. So tons of really high quality tutorial templates and sample packs and MIDI and preset packs and all of that is available right at the top of the description. If you want to take your tracks to the next level, this is the number one way. I put years and years and years of work into this website. I have pretty much dedicated my life to making this website the highest quality resource for producers to get the best quality samples and templates and MIDI and presets to start their tracks from. So, if you want to start from the best place, the link is at the top of the description. Go click that now. If I've helped you guys with these videos, if you've learned anything, definitely go grab something from there. Help support me and also help support yourself making your best ever music. It's a two-way street. Helps me out a little bit, also helps you out a lot to make the best music you've ever made in your life. So, links at the top of the description. Thank you so much for the support, guys, and let's dive in. So, what is the number one reason why I can tell people's tracks aren't there yet? Well, the number one thing that I have heard is simply over-processing and not having the right sounds. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, a lot of times, as producers, we learn that it's kind of like, oh, you already have your kick, you just need to add like a little bit of saturation, or you just need to add a little bit of compression, or R-bass, or whatever it is that you might think you need to add, but still keep working with the same kick. And I think this is a huge issue. This is a huge issue I suffered with for years. I mean, before starting this YouTube channel, you guys can hear the pain in my voice of that stuff. Like, I tried so hard to do that. I would always have a track that was kind of good, and someone would tell me, oh yeah, just saturate the kick a little bit more, compress the kick a little bit more, and it'll be great. And I would do it, and I'd be sitting there over-processing this one kick and wondering why it wasn't sounding better. And the answer to all of those times really would have just been to find a different kick. Like, really, this is something I was thinking about yesterday, is it's like, there's kind of like, the typical like music feedback usually means something different than what it means. Like, if somebody tells you, oh, okay, this track sounds good, just beef up the kick, they don't mean go and sit there with drum bus for 8 hours and try to make your kick sound better. They actually, what they really mean, whether they know it or not, is make a new kick or get a new kick in there. So, I think that's something really important to keep in mind. And again, this really plagues a lot of people because, you think like, it's like a mental trap almost. It's like you're thinking, oh, I'm so close, I've got the kick, I've got the track, all I have to do is just process the kick a little differently, add this, add that, and then next thing you know, it becomes a mess. And the truth is that kick was never going to work in the first place. And that's not just with kicks, that's with hi-hats, snares, bass sounds, like literally anything. Like, this goes a lot with synths too. Like, a lot of times people, and you guys have seen it in the past in my videos, it's like a lot of times people want to start with like a synth sound that's not very good and then go and add a bunch of like drum bus and compression and stuff like that and think that's what's going to make it good. But really the truth is, like, there's tracks that you guys hear where, like, okay, let's give an example. Like Stefan Bodson, for example, like, he has very, very nice synth sounds, right? He doesn't just start with like a little tiny, like, boop, like not very good little saw pluck and then go and add all this saturation to get it to sound like a Stefan Bodson synth. That's the synth, dude. Like, that is it right there. And I wouldn't say he's probably not using zero processing. Like, I know there's delay and reverb on it, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's like a very, very minuscule amount of saturation or compression or anything like that at the end of the chain, because again, that kind of a thing, those really high quality sounds are really not coming from the processing. It's happening inside of the synth already, like 90% of the way there, at the bare minimum. Really, the synth or the sample should be like 95 to 100%. Ideally, if you could get no processing, like these days, when you see my videos, I try not to process the kick or the bass at all, if at all possible, because it's really, like, once you figure this out and once you start looking for the right samples from the start, you realize that, like, oh, okay, like, you know, all that little thing you might have wanted to do with like saturation on this one sample or compression or anything to try to like bring it to life a little bit more or beef it up, ultimately you realize, wait, there's another sample out there or another synth sound that's gonna work better. So yeah, I think that's the main thing that people are having a hard time with in their tracks, is not starting with the right sounds, not starting with the right synth patches, not starting with the right drum samples, and then going and trying to over-process them, and then wondering why they're still not on the same level as the pros. And the truth is, you'll actually get very close, too, with that. You'll get very close with the over-processing, and then you'll be like, damn, why is it not all the way there? Like, why am I still, like, only 80 or 90% of the way there? Why is it still not on the level of the pros? Because trust me, I did that before, too. And, you know, so you just got to keep all this in mind. You know, always trying to start with the best possible source and keeping it as clean as possible and just preserving that high quality source is always going to be the best thing. So, it's going to be it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed. As always, make sure to like this video as well as subscribe. And let me know what you think of this video in the comments. Like I said in the beginning, you can go to my website, electronicsamples.com, to get all the best samples to start with. You know, everything I said in this video, this website perfectly backs this up. You can go on here and get some of the highest quality drums. You might grab the kick that you're just going to use for the rest of your life as your kick. You know, there's some really, really high quality stuff. I'm telling you guys, do not sleep on this. This is some of the best production resources on the market. I put years into this. I personally am just like you guys. I used to want this stuff, and I used to, you know, look at the market and see that there just was not a lot of high quality stuff out there. So I created all these resources. So definitely don't sleep. The link is at the top of the description. Plus, it's really going to help support me. If you guys enjoyed these videos and I've helped you, definitely go grab 1 or 2 packs or something like that. Because I don't make a whole lot off of YouTube. I really don't. But with these sample packs, I'm able to keep going and keep bringing you guys new videos every single day. Thank you so much for all the support, guys. And I'll see you tomorrow with another video.